amazing. And that one song with the band that is the best band
Oh,
ever.
it was great.
But we found out that there's one character that connects it and makes it a single universe between Devil's Express and Force 4, and that is the character of Rodan, who is named after a Godzilla monster for some reason.
Yeah. Well, the actor's name is like the actor's last name is Roldan, Roldan. So his character
Yeah.
name is Rodan, and it's funny because we were sitting there, and of course we see the actor, and we're just sitting there going, "Hey, it's Rodan," just making fun.
Hey, it's Rodan from Devil's Express, and we called him that. And we didn't know his name in the movie was Rodan until the end.
Yeah, in the credits it actually said his name was Rodan. So, and we found out that Rodan is Kenny from South Park because he like dies like 50 times in Force 4.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't have enough extras and actors to be their karate team, so they had to keep reusing guys. So guys they were killing were like coming back to life. But Rodan was stabbed in the back. Like at the end, they showed all the times he got his ass kicked. Like they showed pretty much all the clips of karate fighting. Rodan's getting his ass kicked and murdered, and then he comes back every scene. He's fighting again.
But these movies are they're on Amazon Prime if you want to go watch them before our commentary goes up, just so you get an idea of the movie before you hear us make fun of it.
Devil's Express deserved a better track than we did. We couldn't put that out. Yeah, we could not put that out without the best possible commentary track.
That movie has everything, including Brother Theodore.
Brother Theodore out of fucking nowhere is in that movie, and he serves no purpose. He's just in the background screaming shit. Like
he's a priest, and he's a priest in the movie, and he's got his mop top like hair, and he's just like, there is no deities, they're all dead. The rats got him. He's just screaming. It's fun. And if you watch him in scenes where he's standing there off to the side, he's got no lines. He's fiddling around. He's like crossing himself, and things like that. He's fucking hilarious.
And I mean, it's got Brother Theodore. It's got kung fu. It's got like zombies, disco music. It's got everything. Gold bell-bottom overalls. It's got
crushed velvet gold bell-bottom overalls. You got to make sure everybody knows these are crushed velvet.
Ancient Chinese demons, magic amulets.
Some really weird old man makeup.
It's like Big Trouble in Little China, but like 100 times better.
Oh yeah, lots of kung fu fighting in there. A lot of gang wars. The cops trying to get Luke on his side. Take your hands off me.
Yeah, not joining your pig pen.
Bet they didn't know that sweet little waitress was a kung fu master.
They do now. That movie's great. Force 4 is fantastic. The only thing that it makes me sad that he didn't make more movies, or that particular group of people didn't make a whole bunch of movies, because man, there's only the two, and they are two of the best movies I've ever seen.
They were at the time, they were during the blaxploitation era, which everybody knows I love. If you listen to the show at any time at length and knows us, I love exploitation films, and those two films are amazing. I mean, it just the genres, the fact that it's blaxploitation, but then it's kung fu movies. It's got the zombies in it. It's got the horror in Devil's Express. I mean, it is just so great. You got a guy walking around with big white eyes painted on his eyelids. So the fact that there's a guy. First of all, his name is WARHAWK Tanzania.
Yeah, that's enough reason. When I didn't. First of all, I didn't really even realize what the guy's name was until I had gotten Spin to watch the movie, and then he wrote in Messenger WARHAWK Tanzania, and then it clicked with me who that was. After it took a minute for it to even register who that was. I was like, wait a minute, that's that guy in the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, his name's WARHAWK Tanzania. That's pretty funny.
So great. So we got the Force 4 commentary down. That'll be coming up shortly. I did drop The Adventures of Teddy Ruxpin today as we're recording this, so that's up there on the YouTube channel if you want to check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch that later tonight.
As well as I put up some gameplay of Seven Deadly Sins: Knights of Britannia on the PS4. It's a brand new game, just came out the other week from Bandai Namco. based off the anime, and I love the anime. My son loves the anime, so we picked up that game and was playing it. So that's
That game looks cool, man. I was watching a little bit of your stream when you were live, and I was like, "What the hell game is this?" It's pretty awesome.
it's cool. It's like you got the fighting aspect, but then there's like a little bit of crafting to get better items, and then you can like do trials, and it's just you saw it. It's just fast paced, freaking beat the shit out of all your opponents' games.
Well, yeah, it reminded me a little bit of Kingdom Hearts, that's kind of the reason I like Kingdom Hearts. Is it's got a lot of mix of everything, and you got a lot of fighting and stuff. But then you got to you can rebuild you can set your power levels and stuff.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, there's new news on Kingdom Hearts that came out this past couple weeks.
Oh.
So another world has been released, shown another world for Kingdom Hearts 3. So far we know that we're gonna have worlds based off of Rapunzel, Entangled. You're gonna get Toy Story. You're gonna get San Fran, Tokyo from Big Hero 6.
Did they say what old ones are all the old worlds still gonna be open, or did they cut some?
I know that Olympus Coliseum is still going to be in there, and I believe Nightmare Before Christmas may still be in there.
That was one of my favorite ones because you could interact with the gravestones and everything.
Yeah. So this one they have released, this new trailer they released. They have shown that you're going to be able to go to the Monsters Inc. world, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy will take on the appearances of monsters.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
And looking at it now, in past,
it's taken. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
The time they're spending on it, it's going to be good when it comes. I'm going to get it immediately.
Well, in the past games, how there were, you go to different worlds, like you go to Pirates of the Caribbean, you can add Jack to your team, or you go to different, add Jack Skellington to your team, Mulan, things like that. This one is really interesting because it seems like you get, in a lot of the world, you don't get just one character to join you, you get two. So in the gameplay that they showed, in Rapunzel, you get both Rapunzel and Flynn Rider. You get both Woody and Buzz Lightyear, and it looks like you're getting Sully and Mike Wazowski in Monsters Inc. The graphics look fantastic. I have been drooling over this game, and it looks.
Do they still have the summoning where you get extra characters and you can still summon?
They've got
different characters to fight for you.
What they're showing what they've shown so far is that some of the powers you can do are based off of Disney rides. So the teacups, Big Thunder Mountain, things like that will come into play. You can merge with your characters and change the Keyblade and the different weapons to use.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that I love about the first two is you could manipulate your settings and power up your Keyblade to just ultimate power. So you could pick you got different ones throughout the game. And you can manipulate all the levels of everything and power up. I liked how the power up system worked in the first two.
Yeah, so I'm excited for this, and it looks like they also had some of the characters from Chain of Memories, which was the Game Boy Advance sequel to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I didn't play that, so it might be missing something for me. You had to have played it because I don't have one of those devices to play that, so I never played that.
I played it. It was really interesting. They remastered it for PS4 with the Kingdom Hearts collections that they've been bringing out. They've remastered a lot of the old Game Boy and DS titles.
I wish they'd put them out on Xbox now, so when the new one comes out, they ought to put them out on a separate.
Yeah. I think, if I remember correctly, Kingdom Hearts 3 will be on Xbox, but all these collections are only on PlayStation. So.
Yeah. I've heard it's from everything I've read about it or heard about it, it's supposed to be on everything.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And then there's been more and more footage shown for God of War, which I'm super excited about because I'm a huge fan of the God of War series because the original series took place in ancient Rome and Greece. Or it took place in ancient Greece. This one, it's in the Norse mythology realm.
That would be cool. I dig that mythology.
In the trailer, if you watch the trailer, they show the world serpent and all those, and basically the Norse gods they're not happy that Kratos is there because they know he's a god of war and what he did to the gods of Olympus. So They think he's going to kill all of them too. So that one I've got that on pre-order. I've got Spider-Man on pre-order because I'm getting that motherfucker when it comes out, and I've got Sword Art.
That's still PS4 exclusive, right?
Yep.
That's fucking I can't. That's crazy.
Well, who owns the movie? Well, besides Marvel, remember the Sony owns the movie. Also has joint movie rights for Spider-Man. And what's PlayStation? It's a Sony console.
Oh yeah.
So
Sucks though.
and then I got pre-ordered. I've got Sword Art Online, Fatal Bullet, because I'm a huge fan of Sword Art Online, so I get all the games. And then just waiting on Call of Cthulhu to get a release date. There's no release date on that yet.
Yeah, that one looks cool too. At least the trailer, the preliminary, introduction of it or whatever that they put out.
The other thing,
Promo.
and I think it comes out this week, is Injustice 2. They are finally going to release the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for Injustice 2.
Yeah, I saw something about that. They're gonna look like the old school movie ones. It looks like the old ones.
And the way it's going to be is the interface when you pick the turtles, it'll pop up another interface where you can actually pick which turtle you want to be. So you can pick, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. But I'm just excited for that. I don't get all the characters with Injustice. I kind of pick and choose which ones I want. Like I had to get Hellboy and I had to get Red Hood when they came out. Other ones, I'm kind of like, I'll wait a little bit, but Turtles, definitely, I got to get Turtles. And that I love it because Injustice, opens up the multiverse to more and more, characters that could be in these Injustice games. We've got Hellboy, we got the Turtles, we've got Mortal Kombat characters. It's like, who's next? Could Conan or Red Sonja end up in Injustice? Any of these comics that you see, because there's the Wonder Woman.
They're doing that crossover with
Yeah.
Wonder Woman right now.
And the crossover Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's like, who else could they get to pull in there? Now, of course, everybody's still waiting for John Constantine to be a playable character. And I really hope they do that because he would be a fan. I mean, they've had Zatanna before. Bring in John Constantine.
Exactly. Well, I think Constantine's slowly gaining foothold with people. I think it's a lot more popular. The character's a lot more popular now than it used to be.
Yeah. So the other thing, Justice League has been released on digital this past week. Chief and I got it. This was a movie we did not see in theaters.
Yeah, I waited, but I did not read any spoilers about it or know anything about it going in. I saw people on both sides of Twitter saying that they either loved it or hated it. It seemed to be a real polarizing movie. I personally loved it, and most of the people that I know, all around the world, really, people in the UK, people all over that I know on Twitter, that I know are just absorb comics and know a lot of comic knowledge. Mm-hmm. Most of those people were saying they loved it. I think that the people that didn't like it, my theory is that people that didn't really like it, either didn't know who Steppenwolf was or any of the Fourth World characters, or for whatever reason. But I fucking loved it, man. I thought it was just nearly perfect. I didn't have any problem with it at all. I thought it was great.
Well, let's break it down to it. We'll leave the characters to the end. Let's break it down a couple of the things that happened in this that were really cool. That as comic book fans, you see them and you're kind of like, holy shit, this is fucking awesome. First and foremost, boom tubes. Shit ton of boom tubes, which are just fucking amazing to see a boom tube and how those worked in the movie.
Well, seeing Kirby Fourth World shit start to come into this is New God shit is fucking cool.
Parademon, Steppenwolf.
Oh yeah.
He mentions the New Gods multiple times.
He says for Darkseid at one point.
Yeah. When he said for Darkseid, I literally squeed. I was like, holy shit, he said for Darkseid, fucking A, man.
There were so many little cool things in it, that. I don't know. I just thought it was great. Little details, just even the fact that Steppenwolf snarls Kryptonian at Superman. He's had dealings with Kryptonians and he fucking hates Kryptonians.
Yeah.
So just the way that and I love that I thought that CGI, whatever people think of what the character looked like, I thought that the voice acting was pretty awesome,
Syrian
and I liked
Hines as Steppenwolf, a fantastic actor, Syrian Hines.
and I thought that